What's good, Black Star Podcast? Welcome back to the channel. This is your boy Jared, and so a little while ago, I was watching a video with Masan Denise, and she was talking about the the she was talking about black people and how we love to prop up the Democratic Party. And the sad part is this is constantly going on and on and on and on, to the point where we as a community have elected these people into office and have gotten nothing out of it. And also, we have black people willing to vote for them again come 2024 because of said fear of Trump. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show my screen. And what we're going to do is we're going to watch Masan Denise video, because I feel that it's apparent that we actually need to listen to what's going on in this video. So what I'm going to do is, like I said, I'm going to share my screen. And we're going to have a good discussion about this.
I guess this is our politics section. Black women are still pushing Joe Biden as the best candidate for black people. Is that a surprise, y'all? Like, honestly, is that really a surprise? Child, I got a clip for you from Jamel. I don't know if we're going to get to it today, but I got a clip for y'all from Jamel, child. This man has done nothing for the black community, and we still have people in our community, mainly black women, supporting and asking us to vote for Joe Biden. It's literally unbelievable that in 2023, we could still be this blind, deaf, and dumb. And yet it's not, because horridness comes from chattel slavery. So it makes full sense, sir. This is what you call voting out of fear as opposed to voting your agenda. So let's take a listen.
I'm telling my people why it's important to vote for Biden next year due to what's going on with Israel and Palestine. Matter of fact, let's play my video that you stitched. We know that our democracy is on the line if we do not get out and vote for Joe Biden.
So here's the point about getting out to vote for Joe Biden next year. By next year, most of the women and children of Palestine will be gone. They will be killed. They will be murdered. So to talk about who you're voting for, Biden is responsible. I cannot vote for him, and a year from now, I'm sure there's going to be many more dead Palestinian children. I can't have that on my hands.
With all due respect, the reason why you feel that it's off base is because of your privilege, because it's about how you feel. So we're supposed to fucking pause and don't vote for anyone because of what's going on in the Middle East? So forget our rights and our freedom. If we sit out or if someone vote for a third party, that shit goes to Trump, and you should know that.
Okay, let's pause it right here. Fair use for the video. Now, she said a lot in this video. And it's not so much so that she said something wrong. It's so much so that she has blatant ignorance when this comes to politics, especially because she's talking about this bullshit right about here.
With all due respect, the reason why you feel that it's off base is because of your privilege, because it's about how you feel. So we're supposed to fucking pause and don't vote for anyone because of what's going on in the Middle East? So forget our rights and our freedom. If we sit out or if someone vote for a third party, That shit goes to Trump.
That part, it baffles me because what you see going on right now in the States, in the U.S., is because of Biden. Look at taxes. The taxes are flowing like a fucking... Taxes are flowing out of this country like it's a motherfucking open season on the U.S. government's checkbook. Food costs have gone up. Jobs are being taken over by the migrants. Then you also have the fact that he's done nothing for black people in the first place. So for her to be still this ignorant, it makes no sense to me. I have an aunt that's this fucking ignorant too, saying the same bullshit.
And you should know that.
Talking about Trump's a threat to democracy and all this shit. I'm like this. Would you rather have Trump or would you rather have Biden in there for another 4 years and fuck everything all up even more? This country has gone from being in a semi better place to just playing a complete shit show and an embarrassment on the international stage. This right here is the reason why a lot of black folks are in the position that they're in. The blatant ignorance. You're willing to go for somebody that just has a fucking D in the front of their fucking whole name. D for Democrat. Instead of voting for policies. And you want to know something also too? I can tell this woman is a Gen Xer. The reason how I know? Because I can listen to the talking points that she has and actually see, okay, so she's still in that old bullshit, narrative of, oh, if you don't vote this person in, it's going to be a threat to democracy. Now, I'm going to say this. Trump had his bad times. But Biden's been worse for this entire country. Especially when he's talking about, if you don't know whether to vote for me or Trump, then you ain't black. First of all, this man's been anti-black his whole entire political career. He's the one that wrote the 94 crime bill. He's the one that was talking about he wants to keep schools segregated in the 60s. He wanted all this shit. Biden ain't as innocent as he claimed to be. If it was back then, Biden would be like, keep them ninjas out of our way. Keep these ninjas in their own community. We don't want any of these black folk over here. Keep these ninjas over there. I bet you we wouldn't have the situation that we're going on now with the birth rates, because under the Democratic Party, I bet you one thing, abortions would have never been approved. Especially if they seeing what's going on now. Back then, they definitely wouldn't have allowed it. Let's continue.
Using genocide to intimidate me from voting is a slap in the face to myself and my race. So, sir, I need to fall back from telling my people why it's important to vote for Biden next year, due to what's going on with Israel and Palestine. Matter of fact, let's play my video that you stitched.
So, they all crazy, y'all. They all crazy, because I don't even understand why that man is equating what's going over there to be Joe Biden's fault, child.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
Everybody's crazy, okay? You know, I say it in jest, but it's the truth. Everybody's crazy, so y'all need to be careful, okay? That's the white people and the Negroes, the ebonies, the colors, okay? Because all this is half damn crazy. But make sure you vote for Biden. Make sure you vote for Biden or you ain't black. Shout out to RBN because he ain't black. All right. Let's go through this one more again, though.
We know that our democracy is on the line if we do not get out and vote for Joe Biden.
Our democracy is on the line if we do not go out and vote for Joe Biden. Here's the funny thing. I think I said it before, right? All the people that are complaining, because this is from TikTok, all the people complaining about student loans and I can't buy eggs, I can't feed my family, I ain't got nowhere to live, it's this or that, this or that. It's such a problem. This is the worst time since ever. Oh my God. But they under Joe Biden, mind you can't blame Trump at this point. And they're going to still say, oh, but we should go ahead and vote for Biden. Oh,
you got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
Because.
And if you guys have been reading down below on Mashawn's video, it says Biden is trying to give the FCC complete control over the internet. Now, let me back out of this. Let's look up what the UCC is. Federal Communications Commission. Now, what does the USCC do? It regulates everything on the media, specifically on TV. He's trying to give the UCC, the FCC, complete control over internet, meaning broadcasts like this can potentially be banned, especially if you're speaking against something that the government wants to happen. Meaning your freedom of speech, your First Amendment right, will be null and void. This man wants everything under government control. You can't do jack squat without government approval. AKA authoritarianism. Yeah, that's it. This man wants everything under government, the government regulation. Look at California, that's what he wants. He wants gun control, he wants FCC control, he wants He wants EPA control, he wants all of that. ATF control, he wants all of that. Now, ATF and the EPA are non-governmental, meaning they cannot make a law and then implement that law. The only way they can enforce their rules is by suing you through the federal courts. ATF's been trying to put laws into the books, and the Supreme Court's been kicking their laws back because they're not a governmental agency. They're a non-critical part of the government. They cannot make laws. And what Biden's trying to do is he's trying to put a federal communications commission over all forms of communication so that anything that isn't approved by the government can't be said. Hence, if that happens, the FCC could potentially ban you off of their internet, meaning no YouTube, no nothing. No YouTube, no Netflix, no Facebook, no Instagram, no TikTok especially, nothing. We vote this man in some more, it's game over for everybody. And you still got people like that still supporting this man, despite seeing the downfall that this man's bringing upon the entire U.S. But let's continue.
That's all they can go by is race damn ism. But you know, we racist over here. Trump is racist. You can't vote for him.
I'm gonna just say this: if she kept yelling that in my face, I would have hog tied her ass. It would have carried her out. I ain't playing that shit.
And so are we, child. And so are we.
If Walmart is racist, then that chicken must be racist too, because apparently you've been fucking eating a lot of it. Fuck out of here.
So here's the point about getting out to vote for Joe Biden next year. By next year, most of the women and children of Palestine will be gone. They will be killed. They will be murdered. So to talk about who you're voting for while there's being a genocide, to me, is just way off base. And
so isn't there genocide going on in Africa, y'all? Because now everyone in the U.S. is supposed to be concerned with Gaza. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't, but I'm trying to equate how that means we don't vote here for our democracy here because of what's going on over there. I'm trying to understand how that works. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me and I missed the meeting or something, but child, that white people is out here, white people, it's racism everywhere, y'all. It's racism everywhere. We can't escape it, okay? We can't escape it. Shout out to Live from New York for the 5. Appreciate you. He said Biden is trying to give the FCC complete control over the internet. Oh, is that true? Woo! Is that really what's going on? Oh, so why aren't they talking about that instead of talking about what's going over in Palestine? Woo! Now that's going to be a problem for real, for real. It's already hard enough to get some good damn signal, child. Shout out to you, hon. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for the support. Shout out to my girl Amanize for the 2. She beyond stupid. Shout out to you, hon. Appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Everyone, please hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. Shout out to Go Professor in the building. Shout out to you, hon. Go Professor says, but yet we have veterans here in the States who are homeless, struggling to eat, healthcare, and I can give a GD everybody else. I hear you, veteran Go Professor. Shout out to you, which is what Big Hawk could be speaking about on his channel, the veterans, the homelessness, plus he's got firsthand view of what's going on in NYC with the asylum seekers and all that type of stuff. So again, if you don't follow him, you should consider it. But I'm just confused. Shout out to Future King. He said Congo is starving. Exactly. But I'm not saying we should be uncaring. I'm not. But that ain't got nothing to do with what we need to do with our everyday lives, because I'm pretty sure that they didn't stop over there for anything that was happening over here. We gotta keep it under control. But people be trying to play on your emotions, y'all. Luckily, I don't have many left. But people be trying on your emotions to try to get you to do what the hell it is that they think that you should do. This not being able to walk and chew gum at the same time. Save it for somebody else, sir. It will never work on me.
the way you operate as a progressive is you think, okay, if I'm aware of what's happening to people that I may have some effect on, then that's what I'm going to focus on. And if there's a genocide going on, I still need to learn so much about the Sudan and the Congo. But for what I see right now,
oh, just skip over that. I still got to know about what's going on with the Sudan and the Congo. Shout out to Future King. So I'm assuming something's going on in Sudan. I'm not even going to hold y'all like I know it much. I don't. I only know what I know. But let's assume that there's something also going on in Sudan. So he's like, oh, yeah, I got to learn about that. But what about this? Because we know about this because this is what's on the daggone news. Nah, nigga. Yeah, I said it. No, go ahead and learn about what's going on over there in Africa, okay? Shout out to my Africans. Appreciate you all. Nope.
Palestine, there is a genocide going on. Biden is responsible.
I promise you Biden is not responsible. I promise you Biden is not responsible. Shout out to my girl Selma. Appreciate you. Sudan is in the midst of a civil war. Oh, what, man? I'm sure that's been going on a lot longer than what's going on in Gaza. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. Okay. Shout out to Live from New York. Now that is true. Nobody cares about African nations unless there's resources to steal.
And you know what? That's actually very true, because if you really think about it, if something's in the news, it's because the U.S. is trying to make it a point of interest for everybody so that they could have support behind it. Not realizing, not the American people not realizing that when it comes down to it, it's all for the interest of the government. It's not the interest of the people.
Exactly. Umar, if you was trying to do all that, I will be all in with you, because I just got an email from, or a Twitter thing from Umar. I got to say that for another day. But that's not what he don't be talking about that, though.
Vote for him, and a year from now, I'm sure there's going to be many more dead Palestinian children. I can't have that on my hands.
With all due respect.
What about all the deceased children here? The ones that are running rampant in the street, the ones that are not being taken care of, the ones that were being low-mested by teachers who are half damn crazy, or the ones who was just red rum by these half damn crazy women. How about those things happening right here, sir? Sir, you gotta get a better argument. Ain't nobody falling for that. Save it for your own. I'm not trying to hear it. Anyway, y'all, moving on. That might be it for the white people today, but child, the white people is white people in.
We do not care.
So, you guys see what was going on. Okay, so what does this actually truly mean? And this is an honest conversation I want to have with the black community. We as a community need to stop voting for parties that don't have our best interests at heart. And what I mean by that is, I mean that we need to stop voting for blue instead of voting for our own shit. See, what's going on in New York, what's going on in Chicago, those are both Democratic ran cities. And the problem is, we see what's going on. And yet we still have a certain subset of black people, not just black women, black people that are still on this vote blue no matter who narrative. And yet they see steadily that the position of the community is not getting any better. Our community is still in a decline. Our community is still declining. There's no helping that. Our community is failing. And the problem is, you have people like said woman still talking about black people should vote blue. Why is that? Do you not want to see our community grow into something more? Do you not want to see our community actually become better? And what I'm starting to notice is these people don't want our community to get better because, let's be honest here, if our community gets better, we will have no reason to be complaining and bitching about anything. We will have no reason to complain. Our position will be our own. If we fail and we fall, it's because of us. But we want to sit here and rely on everybody to come to our defense because we're supposedly not capable of doing it ourselves. To me, that's very insulting. That's very insulting, because when you have brothers that are actually out here willing to build themselves up, the community wants to steadily say, oh, we can't go anywhere because of white supremacy. Yes, it's a factor, but the problem is said factor is not always there, or is always there, but said factor is not always a hindrance. See, said factor, it could be something that could actually propel us further. Think about it. Black businesses. If we had black businesses that actually were professional, that were actually good businesses to actually support, that could be something that could actually help the black community out a lot better than just going to a non-black business owner and them still treating us like shit. I don't understand it. It's just like we steadily have naive, ignorant-minded. We have naive, ignorant-minded people in our community that is just willing to just allow this community to fall. I don't understand. I really do not understand. And as somebody that wants to build something, I can't rely on anybody in the Democratic Party to give me a policy so that they will help me. I can't rely on them. I can't rely on anybody but myself. And that's what is causing. That's what it's saying to me. I want to rely on this party because this party has my quote unquote best interests at heart after they've shown you multiple times that they don't give a shit about you. Vote blue no matter who. No matter what they say, vote blue. Yeah, vote blue, all right. Vote my ass. If you really want to be honest, vote my ass. How about that? You don't care about me? Cool. I don't care about your political future. That's the way it honestly should be. But yet again, we don't look at that. But anyways, I'm gonna be posting something tomorrow, because we're gonna need to talk about something else tomorrow, because I want to actually talk about, you know what? Ooh, AK-50. Ooh, yes. Yeah, let me figure out what I'm gonna be talking about tomorrow, because this shit, there's so much shit going on. I can't even fucking damn stay on one topic no more. But anyways, like, share, subscribe to the channel, support the podcast at Spotify.com. I will see you guys on the flip side, and thank you guys for listening. Again, thank you guys, and I will see you guys later. Bye, guys.